motivation, excitement.
Yeah, and and really moving the community forward. Mike, we have some wonderful guests today. I want to give you guys, for those of you who want to contribute, let me give you the Cash App name. I just did it, and it's working. So it's money sign or dollar sign, Denver, DENV like victory, ER, and then USSEL, Denver Russell, but you're not going to use 2 R's, you're going to use 1. So it's, I just said USSEL.
2 L's.
2 L's.
2 L's,
2
please.
L. Oh, USSELL. My bad. I guess I did put, because you got it right. All right.
Yeah,
so
when,
see,
it's tough when you're 62 years old. I mean, that's
I'm not 62,
eyesight
Mike,
goes.
that's the year that I was born, 62.
You keep saying J. King 62.
Because that's the year I was born, Mike.
I don't believe that.
Okay, so because you don't believe Mike, I was born January 27, 1962. Now, look, my sister was born in 1960.
Okay.
She's older than me, Mike.
Well, that's what you say.
Mike, that's what my mom said.
All right, Smokey, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's go.
So, listen, you guys, there's going to be a STEM fair, a virtual STEM fair that's going to happen, and it's tomorrow. You guys start taking. Is that what it is? We start taking
Admissions are already
submissions.
Admissions are already being accepted.
And so, where do I go to do my submissions?
You go to our website, COVID-19STEMfair.com, and you go to the Apply Now button, and then it'll take you to the submissions page, and you can submit all your materials there.
Now, so I have a couple questions. What kind of things can I, if I was 18 years old, what could I?
Mike, that was back in the 1800s.
That was back, it was back in 1982.
That's
That's old. I was 18,
Mike,
and so.
you know what happens when you tell stories.
Yes.
A lightning bolt comes from the heavens.
Well, I'm standing right here in this room, with you. So what kind of projects would you see? Will you see on your website when somebody submits a project? What type of can be submitted? What kind of projects can be submitted?
You can submit a project that's really related to anything. We have categories on our website. Science is like anything related to biology, earth science. I actually did a project for an example video. It was about how UV light can kill COVID-19. So you can do anything that's related to STEM. You can build a robot. Really, just the possibilities are endless.
Okay, so when people do these, so they're not actually, are they actually building the robot, or are they just giving you the layout of how they would build a robot?
Oh, well, it can go either way. So you can have engineering, which is like mechanical, and you can actually build a robot with whatever you have at home, and just one of the parts of the fair is that you make a presentation. You just explain what the robot and its functions. Or you can do, which is more of engineering design, which is you use programs like CAD or Inventor to digitally draw this robot, and then from there, like whatever that program is, you just explain like, this is the parts of my robot and this is what it's meant to do.
And if I do that, what kind of prize do I win?
Oh, well, that's the great part. So for middle school, your first prize is $400.
Wow.
Yes.
Cash?
Yes.
So that's the money that we're giving.
Mm-hmm.
Quite possibly.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why we need sponsors.
Yes.
We need to make sure. Okay, so now how many?
Well, James.
Yeah, and we can increase as people give.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many categories are there? I'm sorry. How many places are there? The first, second, third? Is
Yes.
it first, second, and third for middle school? First, second, and third for high school?
Yes.
Now,
and
what
for
about categories? Are there different categories, or is it just one category for each grade? I mean, like, how do we, like, if I'm doing a drawing and somebody else is actually building a robot, how would we judge?
Separate, or are they combined?
Yeah, okay. So our rubric is designed it's really generic, so technically it's all under one thing, but if you do a physics project, like some math equation, and if you can explain that really, really well, and you show passion in physics, versus someone who builds like an robot and kind of like doesn't explain it very well, the physics one would win. So it's just all about the passion that you show and how much effort you put in.
So when they're doing a presentation, are they putting their camera in front of them and doing a presentation?
Yeah.
So that is important as well, right? Their ability to communicate.
Yeah.
And I just want to do one thing, Jay. When she said their rubrics, it's not a Rubik's cube.
That is not to say.
It's Rubik's. That's the standard of. I just want to explain that to you. That it's something that's the criteria they use to judge.
Mike, now, are you saying that for me, or are you saying that for you because you just figured it out?
I just made sure. I was just talking through it.
Okay. So, you know what, you guys ever heard of special students? Mike was a special student.
I'm a twin, by the way. I have
He
an
does
identical
have a
twin brother.
And I'm not saying his twin is better than him, he's retired.
Yeah, oh yeah, he did it better than I did. Yeah, he's retired now. I'm not.
What I love, you know what, so check you should be check your app and see if you got money coming in.
Hey Jay, can you read that one more time?
I'm gonna read it, yes. It's, actually, Mike, you read it.
Yeah, so if you'd like to donate to this unbelievable COVID-19 virtual STEM fair, $, this is on the Cash App, $DenverUSSELL. Right, so it basically spells Denver and then
Russell.
Yeah.
But without two
Right.
R's. And so, if you have Cash App, all you have to, that's why you have to put the $sign in front.
Correct.
Now, Mike, you're not as hip and young like we are, so you don't have the Cash App.
No, I don't. I have.
You have Venmo.
I've been told that I have the Instagram of Cash Apps, which is Venmo, and I'm going to switch.
Now, do you see what I have?
Yeah, it's a green screen.
No, this is Cash App, Mike.
Wait, but it's green.
When you see this says Cash App.
You know, I'm
Like
gonna,
when the young people see me, they say hip, and when they see you, they say
Hop.
unhip.
or hop.
No, Mike. Hip, unhip. Hip.
I am very
Cash
unhip.
App.
Yeah, I'm very unhip. I admit that.
Venmo.
You know what's hip is to actually admit when you're not hip. Right, Jay?
This is cute.
So why should you join? It's a great look for college applications, and possibly for scholarships. How is this great for colleges and scholarships and such? How does that work?
If you're gonna go into like the STEM field and major in that, and you see that and college applications, if you write down that you want a virtual STEM fair, that's pretty impressive, and especially, at any age. And if you're nearing the end of high school and you see that you made this project and you presented it beautifully, and then you could send that to colleges and they could see that you're passionate about whatever you did your project on, and they'll hopefully take you in and be impressed by you and your skills.
So, we grew up in a different kind of world. We grew up in a world where our parents told us, get a job, you work for 30 years, you retire.
Exactly right.
But you guys are in a different world. So why is STEM important?
Well, we wanted to show that even people that are beginners or people that have never tried STEM before, we want them to see that there's a place for you. Because a lot of times we get told in this industry that, STEM isn't really a place for women, or STEM isn't a place for this color, that color, people of this age. So we just want to make sure that everyone's included and everyone has a place in this field.
Okay, so what skills will you acquire by using STEM?
So by using STEM?
Yeah. By doing what you're doing, what skills are acquired by having these types of things?
Science, technology.
Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of STEM is learning how to critically think. You have to come up with multiple designs and think of new ways and innovate and new ways to solve different issues. So especially this event, this kind of forces you to go through that process of, okay, if I'm building a robot, how can I design it the best way I can? I might have to come up with multiple designs. So.
Yeah, and let me say this, those skills that you just talked about are very transferable into life, right? And I think where Jay was going is that these are transferable into, a lot of times people will say, I don't need math in my, you'd be surprised how many times you use math every single day, right? And again, science and that
Especially
knowledge.
the way the stock market is going.
Exactly right, Jay.
So, once again, give people the website.
Okay, the website is COVID-19STEMfair.com.
One more time.
COVID-19STEMfair.com.
And I want to say to all the moms and dads out there, the grandmoms, the sisters, the brothers, the cousins, the aunties, the uncles, the family members that are listening to this show, if you have a young person that's in middle school or high school that you want to get involved in something that's really cool and that is really foundation building in every sense of the word, Mike.
Yes, I mean, listen, when you apply for college, it's not gonna be one single thing that's going to get you. It's gonna be a collection
That's right.
of achievements, and this will certainly help in that list.
COVID-19 STEM Fair, it's what it's called, .com, COVID-19STEMfair.com, and there's no hyphen in the 19, so it's COVID-19STEMfair.com. These are some impressive young ladies. If you want to support this project and be one of the sponsors, you can go to the Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App, $ Denver, DENVER, USSELL. Just like that. Cash App, $ Denver, DENVER, USSELL.
And once again, give everybody you all's names so they'll know who you guys are and how old you are and what you guys plan on doing. You're going to college, starting with you, Denver. Give them your whole name, where you go to school, are you going to college, what do you major in?
Okay, so my name is Denver Russell. I'm currently homeschooled. I'm going into the 12th grade, and I am going to college, and I'm looking at being an art and family therapist.
Wow, art and family.
So Denver, where would you like to go to school?
Well, right now, I really want to go to CSU East Bay. That's where I'm looking at.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good goal.
And why CSU?
Well, I wanted to be far enough to where I felt like I'm going out and doing something on my own, but I didn't want to be too far to where if I wanted to go home and call my mom or my dad and just have a cookout or something, I could go.
You know that's code for. I don't want my parents dropping in on me.
Yes.
Hey, Gabby, what about you?
Gabby, I'm 17 and I'm from Franklin High School, and I really hope to get into Cal Poly SLO and major in mechanical engineering and electrical engineering, because like my big dream is to work for NASA and help build those robots.
Did you watch the?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
on SpaceX,
how great
of
was
course.
that?
Yeah.
She's got to know Will. You know, Will is a
Yeah.
rocket
Oh
scientist.
yeah. Oh yeah. Will
Rocket
McClure.
scientist.
You have to
you
go.
gotta know Will. Will McClure is one of the smartest people I know.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, Jay. Am I in that category?
Mike, I'm gonna tell you why I know you're smart.
I went to Cal
Because you
Poly
hang out with
Pomona.
me.
I went to Cal Poly Pomona, in which
Yeah.
you know people.
We're gonna get to the big kahuna next.
Yes.
97.5, who's calling?
All right. I was just listening to the station, and they had a gentleman from Travis Air Force Base, and one of the guys at the station said he was a master sergeant, one grade up from being the chief master sergeant. There's a grade in between. There's master sergeant, senior master.
That's right. See, and then the chief man. That's right. Thank you, sir. You must be in the military as well.
Yes, I'm retired military, senior, retired from the Air Force.
See, anytime you got master with it, it's a big deal for me. So you're right. It's master sergeant, senior master sergeant, and then chief master sergeant. Two of my sons did 7 years each in the Air Force. And thank you for your service, sir.
All right, I was listening to the station, and I just decided, well, maybe you don't really have, there's another one in between the two.
Well, since now let me just say this: since you, Mr. Smarty Pants, I hope you got Cash App.
Do I have what?
Cash App.
I'm listening to it. I'm gonna deal with it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
love it.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's how you get them. That's how you get them, Mike. When they
No, listen. You're tenacious.
Okay. Believe it or not, John Beckman is listening to us over in Las Vegas, and he said yes, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo brother and sister graduated from there also. Hall of Fame shortstop, home to Ozzie Smith.
Oh, Ozzie Smith,
I didn't know that. So we got a lot
the
of
wizard, the
Oh.
wizard. So Cal Poly, we're gonna be, hopefully you get to go there and, but first of all, it's one of the most beautiful places to go to school. My son went to the community college in San Luis Obispo, and had a great time, What can I say?
You know what, Denver, I'm glad, so Mike, I didn't tell you the story, so let me tell you what happened. So I'm going to Tory, just to get my food, so how I go to Tory.
Yeah, what'd you have?
I believe I got, some, gumbo.
Okay.
So I go in the back, because I didn't wanna wait, and,
What, you just helped yourself?
no, Mike, they just, I went to the back to go and get it. So on my way coming back out, I was walking to my car and I heard somebody say, "Are you Jay King?" And I said, "Yes."
Well, you get that a lot, Jay.
And so then Denver said, "My name is Denver Russell. We have a stem cell." Stem. Not
She's
stem.
marketing, that's exactly what she's supposed to do.
That's what I'm here for.
She did her marketing piece, and I said, "Come be on our show." And she called Stephanie. Miss Denver was a student of mine in the Alert Girls program at church. She's amazing, and so are her parents, Keisha Matthews.
Oh, Miss Keisha.
Oh, yeah, and we had Keisha in here before.
Keisha,
Yeah.
So let me say this, Miss Matthews, since you're listening, you tuned in, go to Cash App, Denver, DenverUssell, and
with the dollar sign in front of it.
Yeah, she know what Cash App is.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not like you.
Okay.
Richard, I hope you, Richard Cardenas, he's a painter who's around. She says, "I'm already on it." Okay, well, good. Okay, so we were looking for that G spot from you. That's when I'm talking to code. You don't know nothing about that.
How much? Yeah, I don't.
A G spot is $1,000.
All right.
That's
A
how
grand
you
would be cool.
put, that's how you put pressure.
I don't know about you guys, but I would like $1,000 for you.
All right, you guys.
Well, we have one more.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. We forgot the big kahuna. Okay. The president.
Yes. No. The
Executive director.
Yes.
Executive
Thank you.
director.
My name is Anaya Williamson. I am 17 years old. I also go to Franklin High School, and I want to major in mechanical engineering. Hopefully, I will attend Berkeley.
All right.
Go Bears.
Yeah. This was a great show.
What a fantastic show.
This was one of our best shows.
Yeah. This is so fun.
Yeah. I like it when you get young people. Let me ask you guys, what do you guys think about all of the protests that's going on and what's happening? Are you guys encouraged? Are you concerned? What do you think about what's happening right now in the world?
Well, for us, we were actually just out protesting this past weekend, me and Anaya, and we talk about it often because our generation is really into pushing it forward and not just sitting back. So we're doing what we can to support, and I know there's a petition going around, so if you see that petition anywhere on your social media, go ahead and donate, go ahead and look it up and see what it's about, and read about it for yourself.
And Gabby, did you want to, what do you think about the whole protest?
It's really motivating, and it's time for change. And I've heard on a podcast somewhere that as unfortunate as how it went, and for George Floyd just to go away like that, and just to see during a pandemic, you see people this is we're angry now, everywhere we're angry. For us to get out during a pandemic really shows that this is the time and we're actually going to get change. And on my behalf, I am a Latina, and seeing this type of protest is really helping not only the Black community but also the Latino community in unfortunate places that don't really have it all, and it really isn't safe. And I'm just really fortunate that young people in Denver and I are just out there protesting and asking for change.
And Anaya?
I think during this time it's very, very important for especially our generation to educate ourselves on these issues, and so we can eventually move forward and tackle some of the other issues that are going on, such as schooling and all of that stuff, getting the proper funding and education, low African American attendance rates to college, all those important issues we need to tackle next. So I think it's very important for all of us to take time to educate ourselves.
I'm going to give you guys a little history, okay? So in 1919, America was coming out of World War I. It was the first World War, it was the war that was supposed to end all wars. It was a very brutal war. African Americans were able to fight in the war, but not with the United States. They had to fight with France, who were an ally of the United States, because the United States government and the armed forces didn't believe that African American soldiers had the intelligence to fight in that war. Not only did African Americans surpass their duty, they a lot of them received the Medal of Valor, which is the highest medal that could be honored to anyone in France. When those men came back from World War I on the floor of Congress, our congressman said the greatest threat to America was a Negro soldier believing he had the same inherent rights as a white man. It's on the floor of Congress. They said, this is white man country. And they said they were afraid that Negro soldiers would entice its community to ask for better housing and better pay. And the Negro would get out of place. That's what happened 101 years ago. So it's not a distant history. It's a very recent history. And for years we have tried to move the needle when it comes to not civil rights, but human rights. That human beings are treated the same regardless of race, creed, or color. The sad part about change is that oftentimes change requires sacrifice. And in this case, it was the sacrifice of the life of Mr. George Floyd. But change also requires bravery. And oftentimes, older people like me and Mike and your moms and dads, we see that not much is gonna change, and we don't believe much is gonna change, and we just kind of say it. We get mad, but we don't do anything. Much more than being mad, because we've been jaded. That's where you all come in. And you all are the bravery that we needed. And we need you all to continue to be brave and continue to do that fight. Now it's our job to support that bravery, to support that fight, and to keep adding fuel to you all so you guys can change this world, so that humanity is one, and so that we don't have to talk about the race of somebody, and that we make it as fair and equitable as a frail human being can be. Because regardless of anything else, we are going to have some frailties. We're going to have some faults. We're going to falter from time to time. It's just in our human spirit. But it should be the exception and not the rule. You guys have proven to me that you are the rule.
Well said.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.